Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host, Tisa Rebel Beltran. Hi, how's it going? Well, let me find the remote for my TV because I'm watching, well, just in the background, watching, let me see if I could do this. Um, Psychopaths. Oh, life. All right, pause. Yeah, I think I already saw the first season, but I'm not even paying attention because I'm doing homework. Oh my God. It's been a long week. Like I don't even know, man. So, I want to discuss, oh, I scratched my leg somewhere. Have you ever just like looked down and you're like, oh, my skin is peeling. What happened there? And you did something. Anyhow, um, so today I want to discuss how angry I get, and I don't know why I do it. So like in between, like I've been, okay, doom scrolling. It has been slow at work. So I was doom scrolling. And if you don't know what doom scrolling is, it's when you just hyperfixate and just like watch things on TikTok or Facebook and like you're just doing it because there's you're doomed. It's like doom boxes and doom bags where you have this bag and you just throw a bunch of stuff in it and you're like, okay, I'm going to take care of it. And then you just keep adding stuff to the bag. So doom scrolling is kind of like that because of the word doom, and it's to do with people who have ADHD, and you just get stuck in that. So I've been working on that for 3 weeks now. I've been trying not to get on my phone, and it has been working. I got the notification for last week that I used it an hour less, so that's a plus. I haven't looked into this week. I know it's going to be really low this week because I just stopped using my phone and I listened to podcasts at work. And I don't use my phone. I just listen to the YouTube podcast, whatever I listen to. I watch the video in between or just listen. And I've been getting hooked. I've been getting hooked on fucking episodes. Okay, so I know I discussed Rotten Mango. I haven't even watched her in weeks because I just got stuck on Trisha Paytas, and I spent a whole day watching the Spooky Boys Shane Dawson episodes, which wasn't really Spooky Boys in that playlist. It was 5 years ago when Garrett and Shane were friends, and they went and did the Queen Mary, and they went to the Stanley in Colorado. So it was those episodes, and the Grave Girl, forget her name right now. Those episodes. So I think I calculated, and it was like 7.5 hours. I listened and watched those videos while I worked because it's been slow at work. They've been offering voluntary time off, but I need the money. We all know that. I'm a broke hoe. Not really. Well, yes-ish. Paying off debts, trying to get out of debt, and working on that. So, because I've major plans, I apologize. I keep having to pause because I'm yawning, and I think it's because I've been so quiet and not talking to anybody in a few hours now because I was doing homework. So I've been trying not to doom scroll because it also gets me angry. Like, only because I just get so frustrated when I read people's statements on comments on things. Because people are mean, and it just makes me just hate society. Not really hate, just like disappointed, and because people are mean for no fucking reason, and it's just upsetting. So, for example, for Trisha Paytas, like, this woman has gone through a lot. If you have watched her, like, I've been watching her from the beginning, like, day one, I've been all about her. Like, YouTube was this new thing. Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, like, all these people were doing these things. Drew Monson, Garrett Watson, like, all these names. So I used to watch a lot of YouTube back when YouTube watching was cool, because now it's barely, I don't think it's like there's not very much on there. So I've been watching like older stuff and like the podcasts. Instead of listening to them, I've been watching them because I enjoy watching them. And so if you know who Trisha Paytas is, she's a YouTube star, influencer, has gone through a lot. This woman has gone through a lot, you guys. Most people see her as just a fucking mess. They talk shit about her. She does porn. She has an OnlyFans. She doesn't do it anymore, as far as as I know. She has a baby that's just turned 1 year old today. Right? No, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So just turned one on the 20. What day are we in? I don't even know what day it is. So the 14th, her baby girl just turned 1 year old. So like a lot of things have changed. Like 2019, she was like drugged up. She even said that she was doing meth and heroin and drinking, and she has borderline personality disorder. So add that shit with her mental illness, and she was having a meltdown on the internet. So she was also saying things that people were pissed off about, like, oh my god, you guys need to watch the Dr. Drew episodes. Just Trish podcast with Dr. Drew. It was so good. They go deep into her life. And like, this woman has gone through so much. It started out with her being little as a child, 12 years old, and a teacher showing her porn. What the fuck? So this poor girl, she was that's sexual assault basically. And so she has borderline personality disorder, and she just has gone through a lot. So people just don't like her because of the way that she was in her past. And she's done some things that pissed people off, and she's apologized for it. And, you know, there's something that Dr. Drew said in that fucking podcast that holds true. Because she said that everybody thinks that these are just excuses when she says, well, I have mental illness. And people are like, well, fuck off, fuck you, it's just an excuse. And Dr. Drew said, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation. And that fucking holds true to my goddamn life. I was like, I said that so many times, like, it's not an excuse, I'm explaining to you. You don't even know how many times I've said that. So many times to people that I've been dating. Because I would be like, well, I have ADHD. And they're like, you're just making excuses. And they like would be like assholes. And so, but let's get back to this real quick about her, like the doom scrolling. And so like I would see things on there and people would be like, your daughter's going to find out you did porn and you're crazy. And I don't know why. I just get frustrated. So this time and I've been really good at not responding to people on their comments because I know they're just assholes and they live pathetic lives where you have to sex shame and mental illness shame people. And it's just sad. So on one of these posts, I said, don't sex shame and mental illness shame. And this guy was like, I can do whatever I want, you wanker. Thought it was hilarious. So I just was like, okay, just don't. You can't talk to crazy. You can't, crazy, not crazy, like stupid. These people are ignorant people. They're pathetic. They're pathetic. Like, I'm putting a bias. Yeah. I just did that episode about bias. I'm putting this episode about fucking people are stupid and I'm going to be judging them. Yes. If you have to fucking go out of your way to post on somebody's fucking social media and tell them that they're fucking fat, they're dumb, their children are going to hate them, whatever you're saying, you're pathetic. And you being a man, it's even worse. I think, in my opinion. So I've stopped doom scrolling because if I doom scroll, I read comments and then I get angry. And not angry, just like so disappointed in society because the internet has made people think that their opinion matters. And you could, if you're listening and you don't like me, and you could be saying that right now, this person thinks that their opinion matters. Well, if you're listening to this podcast, apparently it does to you. So, but some people have no empathy, they have no compassion, and that's what's lacking in the world. Tonight, my class, my assignment was like, well, it was not like. The question was, if there was no prejudice in the world, what do you think that the world would be like? And people not assuming things about other people. And I said, I think it would be complete chaos. Yeah, we would all have freedom and we would be free, but in that freedom we would have chaos. There would be pure anarchy because there would be no right and wrong because, oh, I just feel like killing you. And I think that's wrong, but I couldn't have that thought of that you were being wrong. There would be no laws. It would be anarchy. So, yeah, I cast judgment on these people because they're pathetic and they have to be mean. Like, Trisha Paytas didn't really do anything wrong. She was having gender identity issues because she felt masculine but was presenting herself feminine and was having a gender identity. So she said that she thought she was trans and people came at her. Like, people say that they think that they're trans all the goddamn time, but the only reason they were coming at her was because she was this femme-presenting person. And that's fucked up. So, yeah, so that's why I'm trying not to doom scroll and trying to focus on other things. And I should be doing my homework, but I know if I started doing my homework and then I would get a phone call, then I couldn't focus completely on it. So that's why I just listen to podcasts and enjoy it. I've been listening to Chrissy Romano. She's married now. She has another name. And the chick that plays Chelsea, her name is Annalise from That's So Raven. Oh my god. This podcast was it's just fucking phenomenal, hilarious. They drink mocktails, and with the tequila that I have a ritual with tequila, and I haven't tasted it yet, but they say that it's good in one of the episodes. So I'm definitely going to be possibly busting that out and having a mocktail this weekend. But yeah, this is just another episode, just me saying that the biases, chingada. You know what I'm talking about. And so in this class as well today, we're talking about it again and about just prejudices and stuff. And they said, the question was, what privilege do you have that has gotten you somewhere in life? And I was like, I just took this course in work that had to do with bias. I was like, I don't feel that I am privileged at all with those questions that you're asking, because it asked, did you get privilege from your race? No. Did you get privilege from your class? No. Did you get privilege from your gender? No. Did you get privilege from your what was the other one? Gender, race, class, and sexual orientation. How in the fuck? Okay, straight men. Never mind. And so I was like, I feel that I have not had any privilege from those things. And then I gave the list of my biases that I told you guys in that last episode. Mask presenting, Hispanic, queer, overweight, etc., etc. And I was just like, no, I don't feel like I've had any privilege. The only time that I felt that I had privilege was when I was dating somebody that was white. And then I went into the explanation, like saying, I was dated white women in my past, and I have seen their privilege, and I've pointed it out to them, and they never saw it because they were used to it. It was normal to them. And I gave examples. And I said, and the one time that I was just in shock over one of these ones was at the DMV. My girlfriend at the time and I went in there, and she was there to switch over her tags or something, pair tags or something. I don't remember. And the guy in front of us had to go into this line because, you go in line, you get a ticket, you go to the next line, the line that the person's going to help you in. So we got in line, and the lady helped her right there instead of sending her to the line that the guy in front of us just went into. She was like, I'll just help you right here. There was a long line of people behind us that she didn't do that shit for. And so I would point it out. I said, girl, to my girlfriend, you just had privilege. I just saw white privilege in front of me. Like, I've never seen this before. This is the first time that I've ever seen it with somebody that I was dating. And oh my God, this picture's disgusting. That just popped up on my fucking screensaver. Anyhow, sorry, I need to delete. Like, how do you go into your photos that come up on your screensaver for your Fire Stick? Because this picture is disgusting. Oh my God! Like, it literally, makes me want to throw up. I have never felt this way before, but right now, I'm feeling this way. So anyway. So that's the first time that I ever saw privilege. And then I dated somebody else after that who had the most privilege that I've ever seen because they weren't lower middle class like I was. They were higher middle class and very at the high end middle class. And they didn't see anything that I saw. I think that they were more than higher end middle class. They were like almost into fucking with the family themselves. I think they were in a higher class there. And I saw privilege there. Like, they would say, where do you want to go on vacation? Where do you want to go in the world? And they would say these extravagant places. And I'd be like, what the fuck am I getting myself into? And that should have been my red flag. And there was a lot of red flags and I should have just ran. But anyhow, so I saw that privilege there. And there's a lot of people who have privilege that they don't understand. Like that guy that was like your fucking they weren't fat shaming, surprisingly, because that's usually the go-to that they do with Trisha Paytas. But they were like sex shaming and mental illness shaming her. And this guy is just a piece of shit. Like, why would you do that? But it also has, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm PMDing like a motherfucker this week. So, people just don't understand other people's struggles and don't have empathy. And sometimes, you could have too much empathy and you can, oh my goodness, you can have too much empathy and then, over sympathize for somebody. And it could be bad. Just like in that episode of Trisha Paytas with Dr. Drew, he said that he's codependent because he wants to fix people. And that's the way that I used to be. I was codependent because I wanted to not fix them. I just was attracted to them and I wasn't trying to fix them. I just was just with them and like supportive of them. I wasn't trying to fix them. I was supportive. So I guess that's kind of like the same thing. Even now, as I'm going into my schooling and I'm thinking about becoming a fucking psychologist, maybe, who knows what I'm going to do. Let me check out my turtles real quick because they've been acting fucking weird lately. Okay. Anyhow. So yeah. So this is why I'm trying to not to doom scroll, because I just want to argue with people or not argue, basically call them out because they're pieces of shit. Some people can be pieces of shit. And, it's not nice. It's not fair to others. And just don't judge people. Just don't judge people. Maybe this episode's going to come and bite me in the ass because I'm saying these things. But honestly, you are a piece of shit if you're fucking being mean on social media and talking mad shit about people. Like, there's no reason for it. And the internet gave people an opinion. Even if the internet wasn't around, I would be still doing something with my life, because before the internet, I was doing these kind of things. I was doing public things as a musician, as a fucking storyteller. I was out there on stage, and now those things have disappeared. And guess where it's gone to? It's gone to the fucking internet. So here I am, and now there's a new group of people that think that they can do these things, and so they do them on the internet. And but opinions, everybody thinks that they have one, and they think that it's true, and it's just so much to go into. There's like a whole thing. So in my class this today, I did all that, and then so I said I didn't think that I had privilege until the girl above me. I read her thing because we have to respond to another person's thing. And she said that she feels that the only privilege that she has is her skin, because she is light-skinned compared to her other family members. So then that made me respond to her. And what did I respond to her? I said, let me get in there real quick because it's up. All right, what class was that in? I already switched over my classes to my other one because was gonna try to do homework from that one, but it is 1:00 in the morning, and I probably should just go to bed and work on it tomorrow. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you. The first time, okay, so the two courses that I'm taking right now, this one, I think, this one that I'm talking about, I have taken this course. This is the third time. The first time I was overwhelmed because I was back in school. I was so overwhelmed. And I got a D in that class. No, that's not me. So then I took it a second time, but then I was just overwhelmed because it was a writing course and I thought there was a lot more to it. So I withdrew from the class. Now this is the third time that I'm taking this course. And it's easy. I don't know why I was so scared. I think it was just because I was back in school for the first time. I don't know. I was overthinking. I was in a shitty relationship. Who knows? Because a lot of things fucking factored into my confidence and all that. And so this is the third time that I'm taking this course. I have an A in it. The only 0.5%, no. We've had 2 assignments so far, 3 counting tonight, but the ones that have been graded, let's see, 10. So it's, because it's a lot of other things in a court. But anyways, so far, let's just say it's like 20 points, and I only have 19.5%, 19.5 out of 20 because I didn't write enough. So yeah, I've got an A in this fucking class. But anyhow, let's go back to the discussion that I was discussing. Discussion number 2, I've already written. So the girl was like, yeah, because my white skin, I'm lighter skinned. So my response to her, I'm scrolling. I said, having lighter skin as a Mexican, I have been called white passing once in my life. Is the privilege not being racially profiled? In high school, a group of guys that I hung around found out that I was Mexican and threw things at me and literally said, as they were throwing things at me, that they didn't know I was Mexican. So yeah, I guess that is a privilege. But I just wrote that I didn't feel like I had any. I laugh at this because now I'm going to be hyper aware when I go out in public. And then I asked her, do you see a difference in the way you are treated differently than other family members that have darker skin? So I cannot wait for her to respond to that. And it's been almost an hour since I wrote that. What have I been doing? Oh, wait, I'm doing a podcast. So, yeah. We'll see how I get graded on this one. Because I was like, I didn't say fucking, I said, as a lower end, middle class, overweight, Hispanic, masculine presenting queer. And I don't see these as bad things. But I'm like I said in the past episode, I'm not going to change myself. I've thought about like wearing wigs and shit, but I'm not going to change myself so I could be more presenting to society. I've fought this my whole life and I'm not going to fucking fight it anymore. I'm just done. I'm going to do what I want to do, feel the way that I want to feel, present myself the way I want to present myself. This is who I am. I am comfortable this way. So, that's that. So, with the not trying to doom scroll, I've been watching podcasts. So, I'm going to tell you the podcast that I have been watching. So, yes, the Shane old school podcast, those were fucking beautiful. Of course, Bailey Sarian, catching up on her stuff that I've missed, which hasn't been very much because I was like deep in her. And like, Murder, Mystery, and Makeup, I think I've seen every single episode. Dark History, I'm caught up on them finally. And then, the other one, what is her name? I'm going on Christy Carlson Romano. That's her motherfucking name. She has 3 different podcasts. So I started watching, Vulnerable. That word is always so hard for me. And, I've watched some episodes of that. It's not really my thing. Not really is my thing. Just some of them. So, it just really depends on the episode. But then, fucking, she has, like I said, she has that episode with the new, the chick from That's So Raven, the chick that plays Chelsea, and it's called, Big Name Bitches. And there's only like 4 episodes, but they are fucking hilarious together. Hilarious. So there's an episode with, the first one that I saw was the episode with Todrick Hall, and I was like, oh, this is good. So then I watched kind of Kate Flannery. She's alright. It was just it felt a little weird, the dynamics between the 3 of them on the show. But there was some good information about like The Office and SNL cast members and stuff like that. Some of those stories were pretty good. And then the 3rd episode was with... What was the 3rd episode? Oh, the 3rd episode, let me check. I think it was the... Oh, that one was my favorite one. The 3rd episode was my favorite. No, there was 2 that was my favorite ones. So there was the 3rd episode, and it was, it's called Do These Disney Stars Need a Nose Job? And it was with, this chick that is a, influencer, and she is named, I'm trying to find her name. I can't find her name. Oh my Jesus. Do they not even have her name in the thing? I'm looking for her name and I cannot seem to find it. I know it's McNance. I don't know what it is. Amanda? McNance? Amanda something. I think it's Amanda. Yes! Fuck a duck. Amanda McCants. She's hilarious. The 3 of them on the show was fucking hilarious. They made me laugh so much this episode. So it's Do These Disney Channel Stars Need Nose Jobs, episode number 3. That was fucking great. And then the next episode after that was with a guy from the beach movies. Let me find him. So sorry. Oh, podcasts. It was with the guy. Oh my God, this is just taking me like all over the place. Okay, Garrett Clayton. That's his damn name. It was a Disney teen beach movie. Robin, my daughter, loved that as a fucking kid. And that's a good episode as well. And then, so she has Vulnerable, where she talks to like teen stars from Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. And then she has the big name Bitches. And she has this new company. She started a company with her husband called Podco. So it's the podcast company. And then the other one is I'm like plugging her so hard because I love it. I love that she's sober. I love that they're sober and they're working hard. So the other one is called I Hear Voices because she was Kim Possible's fucking voice, and she hosts it with that one dude. Excuse me, from oh my God, what is he from? He does Kim Possible's voice. Will Friedle. He was the Boy Meets World brother. And he went off to do voices as well, a lot of different voices. So they have a lot of episodes on that. I only watched the first one of that one because it's not really my jam. Cartoons aren't really my jam. I think I've stepped away from that kind of stuff as I've gotten older, and not in a like I do still watch animated stuff, but not like the way that I have. And so it's like Kim Possible's 20th anniversary and stuff like that. But I really am enjoying this whole podcast, and it like gives me hope for Rebel Riot podcasts. So let's just see where that goes, because I do have this is like the only one that I'm doing weekly, and then at least trying to do weekly, and I haven't done Shot About It because 2 out of 3 of us are trying to stay sober. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, we're sober, trying to stay sober, I guess, and doing pretty damn well at it. And then my niece and I started the podcast, but she's just her social life. She's trying to get a job. She's 15, or she's 16. She's 16. She just got her license. She's doing great. She's the best kid ever. So yeah, she and I have not done a podcast in a long time, but I'm really, really enjoying the new podcasts that are out there. So as I said, check out Christy Carlson Romano's podcast. She does amazing podcasts. If you're really into animation and voices, and definitely watch the I Hear Voices. That's the podcast. I didn't say what it was. And then Big Name Bitches and Vulnerable. And then Trisha Paytas, and then Shane Dawson podcast, which I have a lot of conflict with because I feel like they're not educated enough about sex. Because as a fucking teenager, I was like, learned everything about sex that I could. I was like, I just learned everything that I could. And wanted to be good at it, worked really hard, and so as a kid, I just was like highly educated about it, and I even like had classes with my heterosexual friends, male friends, and gave them tips and stuff like that. Even with lesbian friends, they borrowed my books. I wonder if I got those books back. They borrowed my books because they were like trying to educate themselves about sex, and I miss those days of people like educating them sexually instead of just, I don't know, being book smart and then like using what they learned into the thing. And sometimes, either way that you learn, hands-on or book, whatever. I learned both ways. So anyway, but so yeah, I forgot what I was just talking about. Sex. baby. Yeah, I'm not gonna even remember right now. I am tired. I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. I am exhausted. It's 1:30 in the morning. I have fucking had a long day. Did I take my fucking pills? No, I have not. So I gotta take my pills, my vitamins. They're not like medical pills. Well, they are, but they're not. They're pills that make me like vitamin E for this, and then other things for that. So I need to take that. I didn't take them yet, and it's already fucking late to take them. But yeah, definitely check out Shane's old podcast. The new ones, that's what I was talking about. Son of a bitch. See, maybe I need a co-host to keep me on track who's like not ADHD, but everybody that I know is on the fucking spectrum. So yeah, like that's the one thing that pisses me off is that they're not educated about sex. Like they get really weirded out about sex, and I feel like they sex shame people on their podcast because they don't know things about it and they think that things are weird, so they like are like ew, so they yuck people's yums. One moment, I need to take my vitamins. All right, took my vitamin. So yeah, I feel like they need me on their podcast to help them out. I don't know. I think that would just throw off because it feels very. I don't know. I love Shane, but sometimes I just don't feel connected with podcasts sometimes because they just don't feel. There's some things that are good about it, and there's some things that are not. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not going to go into it right now. But I also wanted to say, I don't think I did a podcast since then. We went to the Jonas Brothers. I took my daughter to go see the Jonas Brothers, and we were so fucking close to them. So close. So fucking close. I could have fucking walked down. We were like 7th row in the stands, and I could have walked down and like touched him, kinda. But go to OG_TR Beltran on Instagram and look at all my concert photos. Go and look. Follow me. So I figured out you can follow me on Tisa Beltran. You don't have to friend request me. You can follow me and you can see all my public posts. So please follow me. Also, TR Beltran. I post there, well, my Instagram posts go, follow me. Like all my fucking pages. How about that? And then Rebel Riot, LLC, go ahead and like that as well, because those fucking podcasts, you can watch them on YouTube. The podcast that I'm recording, you can watch it on YouTube. Well, listen to it, because it's not visual yet. There, I said it. Little things coming out, and I'm working on it. There's no going back and say to fix that, what I just said. So, yes, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's in the works, to do the physical podcast on YouTube. Just so you know, Rebel Riot LLC. So go and fucking like the page. And I'm going to be working very hard on it to get that up there. So that's what's going on. So like all my pages so that you can fucking figure this out and figure out our lives together as a person that's entertaining you. And you being my faithful listeners, which I really do appreciate that you guys listen in every fucking week. Every time I put a podcast out, you guys listen, and I'm thankful for it. And just follow me on the social medias and like this. Give me a review. Go to fucking, what is it called? Apple and all these other podcasts, wherever you listen to me, and leave a review. I need to damn upload. I need to upload them to the Amazon podcast thingies. Oh man, I've been trying. I keep forgetting. Life gets at you, but I really need to make a list of to-do. That's going to be on my to-do list. I'm going to do that right now. My planner really is working for me. I'm serious. What was I gonna do? Let's do it for Saturday. I'm gonna do it Saturday. Publish podcasts on Amazon Music. I just gotta remember to look at it. I just gotta remember to look at this fucking thing. But I know I have to because tomorrow I have shit to do. I got one homework done that was due tomorrow. No, I did 2 homeworks tonight. I have one more to do for tomorrow night, and I think tomorrow, that's what I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna put that down now because Friday I have plans, and Sunday I have plans. So tomorrow I'm gonna sleep. No, I can't sleep in. Well, I'm gonna have to. It's already 1:30, so I'm gonna let myself sleep in. And it's only Friday. Son of a bitch. Homework due. I need to write that. So I need to work on that. Developmental psychology. Thank you for going through this fucking roller coaster of me being exhausted and having ADHD and being on my period, and the PMDD fucking goes in with that. Can't even talk. So thank you for listening. I know this podcast was just actually really better than most, I would say. Just kidding. Like I said, I'm working on myself, trying to be better. Trying not to doom scroll, trying to be more proactive in the getting shit done category. Please check out the socials, write reviews, and I appreciate you listening in. And I have another announcement besides the one that I just gave tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to Roosevelt Rebel. I'm Tisa Rebel Beltran, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.